Hello everyone and welcome back. This is the Dygma Raise keyboard, an ergonomical mechanical keyboard with hot swappable keys and a bunch of other features, but more on that later. Meanwhile, I no longer have to suffer with my old N Pro where half the keys no longer work, and hopefully this will be the last interaction with membrane keyboards. Let's start with a quick unboxing and a look at what's inside the box. By the way, when you order the keyboard, you can choose from a wide variety from keys and layouts. There's also a silver and black version of it. Mine is the black version with the Kale Gold switches, and I use the UK layout. Opening the mystery box reveals a very well packed travel case. Since I'll be using this keyboard both at home and at work, this is almost a gift from the gods. Joking apart, the exact moment you reveal the keyboard, you will see that a lot of thought was put into the whole thing. First of all, the small piece we have below the keyboard is the hub. This is the piece that connects the two keyboard pieces, because you can split this keyboard. The keyboard case is made of anodized aluminum and the keycaps are PBT keycaps. Underneath the keyboard there's the instructions on how to connect your shiny keyboard, how to remove keycaps and switches, and the proper way to attach and detach the keyboard. There are two Dygma stickers and the palm rests, which come with a protective film which needs to be removed in order for it to be able to stick to your keyboard. There are three USB Type-C cables, two small ones for connecting between each keyboard part and the hub, and the long one to connect the hub to the computer. Besides that, there's a mix of other switches you can try and the keycap puller, which I'll show you later. Having a better look at the PBT keycaps, they seem to be way better than the ones I used before in my endless list of keyboards. About their resilience, only time will tell, but I will keep you all updated. So, one of the catchy features of this keyboard is the fact that it splits. Yes, you heard me right, you can just split it and place it the way you want it, how you want it. I've personally always found it extremely uncomfortable to have my hands so near each other instead of in a natural resting position, and this kind of seems to solve that problem brilliantly. Plus, if you're gaming, you can just use the left half and put your mouse or trackball where your second half of the keyboard would be. It uses a combination of magnets and stainless steel pins to attach both halves together. Before going any further, I will do a quick explanation on mechanical switches. The most important reason why having mechanical keys matters is the fact that you get much better tactile feedback. This means you know exactly if you press the key correctly or not. This not only improves your productivity, but also your overall gaming performance. Mostly because due to muscle memory, you will gradually increase your typing ability, and having extra feedback from the switches increases the effectiveness of the whole process. Having a quick look at the different types of switches, the most used are either linear, tactile or clicky. This keyboard offers either cherry or kale switches. You can find an extremely detailed description on the Dygma website, which should help you decide as usual. Link in the description below. If you still have no idea which one you should get, you can order on eBay, Amazon or even AliExpress keycaps testing tool, which contains a bunch of different switches. The reason why I chose the Kale Speed Gold switches is that as a programmer and casual gamer, I want to have a bit of both worlds, just the right amount of force, short travel time and audible but not too loud sound feedback. For the sake of demonstration, before doing a typing test on this keyboard, I'll be showing you how a Razer Black Widow with cherry blue keys sounds. How an N Pro with Gator and Brown switches sounds. And finally, the new keyboard with Kale Speed Gold switches. Using the keyboard in non-split mode, I was able to achieve a WPM or words per minute of 102. For the first few hours using it splitted, it was considerably worse. However, at the time I'm doing this recording, I already got used to the new layout and I am able to achieve a WPM of around 97. If you want to test your WPM, I will leave for you a link in the description below. Without further ado, let's finally jump to the key features of this keyboard. Hot swappable keys. Using the keycap switch puller, you can easily take out the keycaps or the switch itself from the keyboard and replace it with a new one. Ergonomics. I can safely say that from my really long list of keyboards, even the ones that label themselves as ergonomical do not reach the knees of the Dygma Raise. This is the most comfortable keyboard I've used in my entire life. You have 8 thumb keys. Yes, you've heard that right. This is what made me buy this keyboard. Why? Because finally someone thought about making the thumb a bit more useful. Let's face the facts. We have been using our thumb to press a single key our whole lives. The ability to have 6 or 7 keys in that finger instead of a single one highly increases our work productivity and gaming experience. Washable palm pads. So far really nice to have. I personally never used any palm rest before because it was simply uncomfortable until now. The material they use, it's not only super comfortable but also easy to remove, wash and reapply. 10 different layouts. You can have up to 10 different keyboard layouts. Personally I'm using 2 now, maybe a few more later for gaming, and if I find a way to improve my workflow, an extra one for programming. Dygma provides a software to not only personalize the keys but also every single key RGB and the underglow. That leads us to RGB. Yes, so much RGB. Single key adjustment and a completely customizable underglow. It's so much RGB. That's all I can say. By the way, the keyboard is plug and play. That means if you plug it in, that's pretty much it. It just works. I've been personally waiting for this for more than 2 years, and if the question you came to ask is if it was truly worth the wait, the answer is a resounding yes. Overall, I am more than impressed. This keyboard definitely lived to the hype, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, being that the point missing is for the fact that the keyboard height is not adjustable. Even though it doesn't bother me whatsoever, some people may find that a nice to have. Just some final remarks. I thought that the fact that I would be moving my hands less often would have negative effects, but that has been proven wrong. I no longer feel uncomfortable typing for an extended period of time. There's no key ghosting whatsoever. The keyboard is extremely responsive. Originally, this keyboard was supposed to have an extra USB port, but since that was no longer possible due to technical constraints, I've bought a mini USB 3.0 hub that is able to do what I originally expected. If you're looking for that too, then I recommend you get one from Orco, as they have the best hubs I have personally inspected. If you noticed in the video I use magnetic cables, those are not included. Those are extremely useful if you move your equipment around a lot. The ones I'm using are from Getty and are the best round ones I found, supporting both power, data and fast charging. No, I do not use a mouse. I use a trackball for several years now. I'll do a video on trackballs soon. And did you know that you can just put your plate between your keyboard and enjoy a snack without even moving it? I mean, come on! To close up, it has been an absolute delight to have been able to accompany the whole process from the idea to manufacturing and finally the delivery of the final product. And I personally wish all the best to the Dygma team. Everyone can see the effort that was put into this by the quality of the final product. To to all of you, once again, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to ravage that subscribe button and wreck that like button. I'll see you next time.